What's up, everybody? It is October 19th, 2021. A couple days ago was my dad's 69th birthday. Wow, where does the time go? Gotta be 40 this year. What an exciting day today. I can hear the beeper right now coming down the driveway. I'm taking delivery of my brand new John Deere 1025R. So yeah, I'm at the John Deere dealership right now, and it's October 18th, 2021, and I just bought this tractor. I have wanted a tractor ever since I sat on one 20 years ago. I wanted to get one from my dad's house to do firewood and cut down trees and dig stuff up. And Jill and I bought a house a year ago, and I used to borrow tractors from the boys and borrow their lawnmowers, and I finally got a lawnmower and it was amazing. And I'm getting a tractor today and it's gonna be amazing. The primary focus is so we can plow the driveway with it, because I don't want anybody to be plowing our driveway and making an absolute mess of it. But I'm gonna move wood with it. I'm gonna dig some stumps out. I have a feeling we'll have countless uses for it, so it's getting close. I want to go check it out. Look at that thing! Oh my god, that is so freaking cool. What an absolutely beautiful fall morning too. It's probably about 50 degrees out right now. It's early, the sun's coming up, there's some leaves on the ground, the leaves are changing color. It's beautiful. I bought my John Deere tractor from New England Power Equipment in Old Saybrook, Connecticut. Originally, I wanted to deal with D.H. Marvin & Sons, but they didn't have anything coming in until December, and I'm not the type to put down money on something and have to wait 2 months for it, especially something this cool. Once they told me they couldn't get anything for me, I ended up calling Old Saybrook, and Mike told me that they had 3 coming in the next week, all guaranteed to be touchdown on the lot. That was on a Saturday. I ended up making my way down there on Monday, and they actually took early delivery of one of them over the weekend, and that's the one that I bought. Originally, I was not going to buy this tractor with the backhoe, but I ended up doing it because I got over $3,000 off the sticker price. Wow, and there it is. Oh my god, I just took delivery of this thing. I am so freaking excited. I've left the garbage pail on top of the driveway for like an extra day or two now, because that's the first trip I'm going to make with it. This thing, I cannot wait to use this. So here I am taking my first drive on the John Deere 1025R. I remember driving out of my driveway, looking to the right and checking out my wood pile, thinking how cool it's going to be to move wood with this machine. My wife and I will probably burn 6 to 7 cord, maybe even a little bit more this year, because we have to keep our newborn a little bit warmer. As you can see, this driveway is very long. It's just about 1,000 feet, and I actually share the driveway with 2 other houses. Last year, when I was able to take a plow truck home from my landscaping day job, I took care of our neighbors and plowed their driveways for them. The first one is just a short little driveway off to the left, and the second one, they don't even really have a driveway. It's just more of a parking spot on the left side of the driveway as you drive in. So there's my first drive with the John Deere 1025R. Just to go get the empty garbage can on the top of the road. That was a lot of fun. I made a couple rookie moves there. Of course, I got off the seat and the tractor shut off because I didn't put it in neutral. Also didn't want to look like an idiot and drop the garbage can right out of the bucket on my first trip down there, so I was trying to get that positioned properly. But all in all, it was a pretty successful trip. I'm wondering if like there is a hydraulic system that goes to the backhoe that's always running, because I hear that like hydraulic flowing noise. I don't know if there's a way to shut that off. I'll have to call the dealer that I got it from and ask that question. Not a big deal, but just curious. I mean, if there's hydraulics running back there that don't need to be, I will shut them off. So I've got this really cool stream slash brook on my property that I've made a little trail to. I want to take a ride down there with this, but I don't know if my path is wide enough, so we'll see if I can make it down there. This is my favorite part of the property. We bought this house just over a year ago. It's a brand new construction raised ranch on 6.5 acres. We love this little stream that's at the end you'll see coming up.
Wait, will you marry me at the pond? What? Will you marry me at the pond?
Yes.
And there's this cool little road that's already been sculpted out to go down there. I'm not sure who would have used this or how long it's been there, seeing as how this is a brand new house, but I'm thinking somebody might have owned this property years ago and really liked this spot as well and ended up making a road down there. Okay, that was actually easier than I thought. This is the cool little brook area that we have on our property here. Super cute. I want to take my daughter down here someday and have her swim in this little swimming hole here, but yeah, that was a much easier trip than I thought. It was just in the very beginning where I thought it was going to be a little bit tight. I just had to push over a couple plants just to make my way through there so I didn't scratch anything. But awesome little trip down, and let's climb back up. I actually think I'm going to move my whole wood operation out to this part of the property. There's this little cleared area out here that I really like where I can keep all of the wood hidden and keep everything off my driveway. It'll just clean things up a little bit. And that's my beautiful fall morning here in October. First morning with the 1025R tractor. Just driving it, working with the bucket a little bit, haven't touched the backhoe. I'm gonna go inside and hang out with my daughter so my wife can get some work done, and then I'm gonna come outside later and I'm gonna try to dig up a couple stumps, move some rocks that I got hanging around here that I don't want, and just tinker around. And you know, this will be just like my first day with the tractor, just seeing what I can do with it and having a blast. Here's a cool little time lapse of the tractor when I was inside playing dad duty. I parked it right in front by my window so I could look out at it every, I don't know, 30 seconds. So my wife just says I got to bring the mail up to the mailbox, so what's better? All right, go ahead. I just gave her a quick little demo. I said the most important thing is to use the parking brake when you get to the top, because there's a little hill up there. Let's see how she does. So this is my daughter. This is Paige Jillian Denardi. She was born August 26th. On Thursday, she's 8 weeks old. She's the light of our life right now, and hopefully someday she'll get to inherit this tractor. Just did some dad duty, cleaned up the house a little bit, put the video into the computer, let it render in Final Cut Pro. So I'm coming outside and I'm gonna tinker a little bit. I wanna try to pull a stump out. I wanna try to pull a tree that I've got down out of the woods, and I might try to move a big rock. The rock's huge. I actually don't think the tractor's gonna do it, but I'm gonna try. There I go, rookie again. Anyway, I am going to start with this stump right here. Not super big, but you know, I don't know the controls all that well, so I'm just gonna start with something small and in an open area. I'm going to save all of you a ton of time from watching this ridiculous video. I had a very hard time with the controls at first. I've used these machines, but not extensively. I don't think I've ever even dug up a stump with them before, so it took me quite a bit to get used to these controls. I was actually a little bit embarrassed, wondering if my wife was looking out the window and thinking to herself, what the heck is this guy doing? He can't even move the backhoe on this thing. So it's about 10 minutes later. I was able to get a decent feel for the controls. It's gonna take me a few days to learn this, and I got the stump out. I'm pretty happy with it. Also, everybody, I do not wear my pants like this on a regular basis. For a lot of upcoming shots, you're gonna see my pants hanging down my arse. I do not wear my pants like this. I was just so excited I never even thought to tie them up for the day. All right, let's try the one right next to it. I think I'm gonna call it a day on the stump pulling. I'm pretty happy with that thing. I know this can't pull big stumps out of the ground. Luckily, I don't have a lot of big stumps on my property. It's mostly like the size of the stuff that you saw. I'm gonna end up coming out later and just raking over the dirt that I left out here, but I'm gonna go see if I can move that rock. I really don't think this is gonna happen, but I'm gonna try it. So that is the rock I wanna take out of there. Just by taking a guess here, I'm gonna say that there's no way that this thing's gonna move that thing. I know that this tractor can lift, it can get 1,000 pounds off the ground. I would have to say that that rock probably weighs 1,000 pounds, so. Well, here we go. Let's try to pick up this rock. This is a big bastard and it's been bothering me ever since we moved in here, so today was the day to get rid of it. As you can see right here, I'm trying to fit the rock into the bucket. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but one of my only thoughts here is, oh man, this tractor is brand new. Please don't scratch up the bucket. I quickly realized that the rock was just too big to actually fit in the bucket, no matter which way I did it. It was gonna be front heavy, so I had to improvise a little bit. Battery's about to die. I got 2%. I got a strap on the front of it. Let's see if we can get it. I grabbed a strap from inside the garage and hooked it onto the back part of the bucket where there's an eyelet there, and of course ran it across the rock and hooked it onto the other side. Although I wasn't expecting it, I was a little bit bummed out that this machine wouldn't move this rock, but then again, that freaking thing was heavy. But I was able to slide it, and I was almost just as happy with that.
It's burning out.
You'll actually see me reach down for one of the controls right here. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was not in four-wheel drive, and you can see what a difference it actually made. As you can see here, I'm trying to move forward with the rock, but I can't do it because there's a darn stump in front of me and I can't get the rock up off the ground enough. What I was able to do was kind of back up and go left a little bit more, and was able to get the rock away from the stump enough that I could get the right side of the bucket to just hover over it, and I could progress forward to get this thing into the woods. This wasn't exactly the way I intended to get rid of this rock, but I'm just as happy to get it in the woods this way as I would have carrying it out of there. Again, here I am trying not to scratch up this brand new bucket. Well, just like everybody else in the world, I'm running a little short on time today between being a dad and working in the yard and doing a little bit of computer work. I'm not going to be able to get out and drag the tree out of the woods that I wanted to, but I've got another good-sized log right here that I cut down a while back that I'm going to see if I can take out of here. I'm not sure how this is going to work. It's probably not going to fit in the bucket. I'm going to have to angle it a little bit. If that doesn't work, I got the strap. I can wrap it around. But I'll call this like my last project of the day. There's 2.4 hours on the mower right now. So not a bad first day of use. Oh my God, I had so much fun with this thing. This right here is my owl box, by the way. Got it in the woods at my house. I don't have owls in this box, but if you like owls, on my dad's property last year, I spent 7 months documenting a family of barred owls, 2 adults, 3 babies. I could literally almost pet them in the wild. That's how friendly I got with them. I will link that up above here if you want to see a cool documentary about owls. It's an hour long, but it's super cool. Even if you just want to skim through it, it was an amazing 7 months. Everybody who sees the video is obsessed with it. This should actually work really good because I've got this nice stump to push against, but we'll see what happens. So that didn't go as I planned it, but a lot of times that's what happens. I'm carrying this nice log out of the woods right now. To me, that log right there is a full day's heat on a nice cold day in the wintertime. So I'll do whatever I can do to get it out and use it. Super impressed. I mean, I know that some people would laugh at this or whatever, but you know, for a country boy who was dying for a tractor to do some yard work, this is freaking awesome. So as I creep around the corner of my house and I come slowly across my lawn here, you're gonna notice that the log breaks. I don't know if you could tell in the earlier shots, but this log I did try to cut up when it was back in the woods. I tried to cut it into 3 pieces and I couldn't get down all the way through it, and I didn't wanna bang up the chain on the saw, so I just left it cut in the woods and figure I'd go back after it some other day. Well, that's about it. That's gonna conclude my first day with the John Deere 1025R. Oh my God, I had such a blast today. Thanks to my wife who lets me come out here and do all this stuff. Thanks to my daughter, you guys are just the best. We're gonna take a little family ride. I am going to blow this machine off and we're just gonna park it for the night. That afternoon, my family and I took a ride, but intentionally left the mail in the mailbox when we came home. Of course, I had to take the John Deere out, get it into the dark, and see what the lights look like. I'm super excited with the light that comes off of this thing. I really like the two lights that are on the right and left side of the seat. I think that those are going to be awesome for plowing snow in the dark. I didn't really talk about it today, but this is my firewood pile. This pile is 75 feet long. Right over here, it's over 6 feet tall. Starts to fade off a little bit here, but everything to the right that's under the tarp over there, that's all about 5 feet tall. I've got about 8 to 9 cord here is what I'm thinking, so we are in good shape for the winter.